Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bullet Train. This is the new action movie starring Brad Pitt. He's playing a character named Ladybug. He's basically an assassin who's been hired to go on this bullet train that starts in, because the whole movie is pretty much set on this bullet train that starts in Tokyo, Japan, and then goes all the way down to Kyoto. And he gets on this train to retrieve a suitcase that's filled with items like money, guns, all that stuff. But what unbeknownst to him is that when he gets on this train to to retrieve this case, which he does, that there's other assassins also aboard this train, also there to get that case, as well as and they have um, uh, other objectives too on that train. So there's various characters. Of course, there's him. There's Brad Pitt as Ladybug. There's two other assassins. One is named Lemon, and the other's Tangerine. They're a brother duo. There's also another assassin, this girl named the Prince, and of course she uses her. She pretends to be a British schoolgirl, but she's also a vicious assassin. And then there's also a kid named Kimura. He's a Japanese man who basically is there to avenge, actually to go after that schoolgirl, because he had a connection to her that has to do with his son. Now this is going to be a non-spoiler review, so I don't want to give away too much of the plot there. But I'd say I really enjoyed this movie. It was so clever because going into it, when you see it from the trailer, it looks like, oh, it's just Brad Pitt in a train with a bunch of assassins that he's got to survive, and it is that to an extent, but it is so much more than that, because each of these characters, each of these assassins, as well as everybody else who's tangentially attached to what's going on, are very well-rounded characters. They have plots. In fact, they pretty much every character gets their own backstory and say what they've been up to and why they're there, why they in particular are on this train, and what their objective is on the train and why they're there. And I thought everybody did such a great job. All the actors did such a great job that each of the characters is so engaging that you really get into what their motives are, even though they're all bad people. And even Brad Pitt himself too, of course, because he's an assassin. He's currently going through therapy now. The reason he was there is because he just only does. He doesn't want to kill people anymore. He just wants to do smash and grab robberies. And so the fact that he got this from his handler to just go get this case, and really that's the kind of jobs he wants to do. And it's funny too, because she's on the phone with him the entire time and kind of walks him through everything like she is his kind of therapist. So I just really enjoyed this movie. It's much better than I thought it'd be. I thought it was just gonna be a regular, shoot 'em up kind of movie, but it's actually more thought out than that. Now, of course, since it's being with assassins, it is warning that it is a very violent movie. So this is definitely, I wouldn't recommend this for kids at all. Anything like, or young viewers, or if you don't like violence in your movies, then this would not be the movie for you. But if you don't mind dark humor, because there was a lot of humor in this way. I mean, even though people are dying and stuff, but there's a lot of humor. I think the lines are delivered so well, and the plot is so clever that I think you get drawn into it and you get attached to the characters, even though a lot of these characters are very do bad things. You kind of get attached to them because you kind of empathize with them to an extent, and you kind of see where all of them are coming from. So I just really enjoyed how this movie was planned out, and the action was great. The scenes on the bullet train are really like there. It felt like you're there. Little backstory. I've been on the bullet train before when I visited Japan back like 10 years, over a decade ago, and it was somewhere very similar. That's the way to get around Japan. It was so fast. So, and they kind of do. You get a feel for that in this movie, the way that the bullet train is presented, and the speed it gets to, and the picture. I just really enjoyed the action in the movie. So I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. It was much more than just a shoot 'em up. I mean, it is violence. There's that warning to you. But other than that, I thought it was really engaging. I highly recommend a Bullet Train. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's a good time out in the movies. If like I said, if you can handle the violence. But I think it's worth it and there's also a lot of cameos in this too. I'm not gonna give away who cameoed, but you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this person's in the movie. This person. It was very surprising. I really enjoyed myself. It makes for a fun time at the movies, like I said. So I highly recommend Bullet Train. I said the whole cast did a great job in this movie, and the story is well rounded out, and I highly recommend the movie. So once again, everyone, that's my review of Bullet Train. Let me know if you've seen it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. And once again, thank you for tuning in. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you next time. Thank you.